younger penguin. She's very hungry because she's trying to feed on my finger.
They feel like you've just stuck your hand in a bag of cotton balls.
Yes, that was good.
We don't come in our uniforms because it's a sanitary thing, in case there's any contact with any of the animals. We just try to leave everything here, and then come in clean, leave clean. So my role as the early person is to make sure if there's any smaller chicks, fledglings, and anybody that might need that extra nutrition right away in the morning.
Have you started putting together the stuff for the penguin?
We have 6 Magellanic baby penguins upstairs, what we call the brooder room or the nursery. And they are on a combination of a slurry mix as well as some herring. Between the slurry and the whole food items, we can give them all the vitamins and nutrients that the parents would supply them out in the wild.
So we try to get a nice, clean piece of fish. We want to debone it because the chicks are still a bit young. We don't want them to have any of these small bones in there. So we're actually filleting about 300, 350 grams of fish for the 6 chicks we have up in the brooder room.
We add extra electrolytes, the krill. We also add herring, vitamins. The slurry mixture will be enough for the next 24 hours. As far as penguins go, I am done. I'll put this in the fridge and let the keeper come down, pick it up. We have a special tube that will go on the end of this that will able to slowly depress the slurry into the penguin's mouth, just like the parents would. They sort of get used to our fingers as if it was the parent's bill.
Hi, Tim. Do you have the slurry?
Sure. Just for you guys.
It's a very confusing building. It was designed to have circular rooms, which makes it easier for birds to fly. It's concentric circles through the whole building, which makes it difficult to navigate if you haven't figured out by now. All right, come on down. Sometimes in the collection, you may have a parent that just doesn't get it. And so it's critical that we're able to get that animal the needs that it may have.
So this is our formula that was made downstairs. We put it in warm water until we get it to the right temperature, which is around 90 degrees. And then put it in our syringe. It's stuck. Once we get it drawn up to the proper amount, we put it in a warm bath so it holds its temperature.
From the morning weights, they go ahead and determine the amount of food for the bird per day. And so whatever that weight is, then we break those feeds up to cover them from the beginning of the day to the end of the day.
So these are our younger penguins. They're 17 days.
In the wild, 90% of the babies don't make it through their first year of life. That's just a fact that happens in the wild. We work really hard to make sure that we don't lose anybody. And so that takes a little bit of time and effort, and that's what we've got going on right now.
So the first thing we do is put the bird in this little bucket to weigh it.
Okay, marbles.
So we get a weigh at every feed just to make sure everything's okay. But she's very hungry because she's trying to feed on my finger.
Two at once. I know. And you'll see he's giving me a good response right now. And all I had to do was place my fingers over his beak, and the parent would do the same thing and place their beak here. And then the bird would solicit the parent to regurgitate by begging and shaking its head and opening its mouth. Adult penguins are much better equipped at feeding their babies. So we have these special apparatus so that we can create more of a natural behavior as well by feeding like this. This rubber piece is actually, it's a catheter tube that's been cut down because we need a wider opening for the formula to go through. When it's begging, it's closed its glottis.
And when you get the feed response, it closes up, and then you can go down the esophagus. So this one is done with the formula. And now I'm going to give them this fish.
Okay, now for your fish.
The fish kind of goes down like a vacuum cleaner.
We always feed the formula first, and then you finish with the fish so that they don't regurgitate the formula.
Yes, that was good.
You get attached because you spend, the majority of your day with the animals. I mean, it is a job, it is work, but these are living creatures. It's kind of natural that you would have some attachment. They feel like you've just stuck your hand in a bag of cotton balls.
My favorite part of the job is taking care of the baby birds. There's just a sweet innocence about them. They need you, and it just feels good.